Good morning to all of you, and now we are going to have two lectures, this lecture and next lecture also. This lecture will be given by on particular glaciers, and this will be on field balance. And we are fortunate to have Dr. Azam with us, who has done the extensive field investigation and done the mass balance study. Basically, he has done his master's from Jawaharlal Nehru University in New Delhi, and then went to France for doing his PhD, which is a famous glaciological lab in France. What is its name? Laboratory of Geophysics, Glaciology, and Environment. There is very top quality work is done there. So he has done his PhD with the factory, and we also went on glaciologist. And during his PhD time, he done work in Jurassic glacier, so most of the work is Himalayan region. And above all, he is an excellent mountaineer, and he has done his basic and advanced courses in mountaineering, which is wonderful. And he has published recently a lot of work. He has published in top-ranking journals such as Cryosphere and Journal of Glaciology. So he is now a young scientist who is contributing immensely into the glaciology of India Himalaya. So we are lucky to have him here so that you can understand basics of mass balance, and in afternoon we will also have the practical about the mass balance estimation.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. So today I will talk about the theoretical background of glaciological mass balance or glaciological method, which we use to estimate the mass balance variation. And this presentation was developed with the collaboration with World Glacier Monitoring Services, Switzerland, and our laboratory of geophysics glaciology in France. So the presentation has three parts. In the first part, I will discuss the mass balance methodology and critical considerations. And in the second part, I will discuss the method for mass balance modeling and the glaciological method, because I think the method will be discussed by the people. And the third part is the glaciological studies in the Himalaya, where I will discuss it about all glaciological studies in the Himalaya and a case study on geological equation. And so, the basic question is what is a glacier? So, have you been on the glacier? Some of you? You please that 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not so much, but I did. So, glaciers are the ice bodies originating from accumulation of snowfall at the heart of the hills in the mountains, and these ice bodies flow under the gravitation. So, this is the basic diagram figure of the glacier. So, this is the accumulation area where snow accumulates, and over a period of time, this snow compresses and goes down with the gravitation, and it comes in the lower height, which is called accumulation area. And at some point on the glacier, actually in the accumulation area there is net accumulation. There is some accumulation, municipality of the glacier, but there is net accumulation, and in the lower reaches there is net accumulation due to high temperature. So in between these two areas there is a specific line called the equilibrium line where all the snow melts at the end of the glacier discuss about it later. So this is the same thing. In the accumulation area, you have more accumulations as you go up, and when you come down, you have more and more accumulation. And the missing accumulation generally occurs at the junction of propagation. So there is already some interesting literature about glaciology and basically the glaciological methods. So another work for mapping the mass balance of mountain glaciers was developed by Prof Azam et al. In 2003, and there is some literature from UNDP, Global Glacier Changes, Facts and Figures, and recently glossary of mass balance and related terms was developed by Kobe et al. So this is all the literature is freely available on the internet, which can find easily. So basically, when we talk about the field measurements or mass balance, what we basically are measuring the mass of the glacier over a given period of time. Generally, this time period is a year, or it can be a season. And classically, we have two seasons in this part of the Himalaya. In the Himalaya, winter balance, winter season and summer season. And the balance we calculate for winter is the winter balance, and similar for summer balance. So when we estimate the mass balance, we consider glacier as a box, and whatever is coming inside this box is taken as positive input, and whatever is going outside the box is taken as negative. So all the head processes we say accumulation processes denoted by small c, and all the loss processes are denoted by elevation. So here are the main processes for accumulation and ablation. So I will talk about surface accumulation process or surface accumulation process only during this presentation. So these are the snow surface accumulation process, which means snow form, which is the maximum input. There may be some accumulation from wind, means there is some strong wind, some snow form at a particular point may be carried away from that point to another point, and this may accumulate at another point. There will be some input of accumulation from avalanches and resublimation of condensation. So I will discuss about these two, resublimation and condensation, tomorrow in the next lecture. The main surface ablation process includes the mandate, which is the maximum, the main source, and the solid, ice avalanches, carving at the contours of the glacier, and the sublimation. So, if we talk about the point scale, mass balance, then what is actually at any particular point on the glacier, the sum of all accumulation processes and ablation processes is the point mass balance at this point. So, point mass balance is denoted by d I, and the point accumulation is the Ci, and the ablation Ai. So now I will discuss a bit about the vertical mass balance profiles. So if you imagine you have done some measurement on the glacier, which are basically found measurement from the glacier, and if you plot all these points, accumulation of ablation, whatever we have, against the altitude on the glacier, generally you find this kind of curve. So in the lower part, when you have maximum temperature, you have the maximum ablation on the vertical mass balance, and as you go up, you get less negative mass balance, and at particular point you get positive mass balance. And above this point, the mass balance is positive. So, as we know, depending on the meteorological condition of a particular year, the mass balance changes from year to year. But this profile on a particular glacier does not change. And when this profile intersects the altitude or zero mass balance, we get this altitude, we multiply altitude, which is basically the location where the net mass balance is zero. That means above this point you will have the net accumulation, and below this point you will have the net ablation. So this is an example of ELA on Finland glacier in Switzerland. So you can see this black line is the ELA on this glacier. And above this area, you have an accumulation area or accumulation of the snow, and below this you have you can see this black ice, and then below the albedo, so we have the net accumulation. And sometimes we refer to one term ELA 0. Actually, this ELA 0 is the ELA for the glacier when the net mass balance of all glacier is 0. Means the glacier is in steady state of balance condition. So in that case, the ELA is ELA 0. So next term is accumulation area ratio. So accumulation area ratio is the accumulation area divided by the total glacier area. So ELA gives us the accumulation area. When we have ELA, we can calculate this accumulation area. And if you divide this whole accumulation area by the total glacier area, you get the AAR. And when the glacier area is increasing, this AAR is the AAR 0. So generally we apply this AAR to the glacier at the end of balance here, which is generally in the western part of the Himalaya and in the eastern part, which may go up to Devon. So, typically, the AAR is about 0.6 to 0.7 for Alpine glaciers in terms of techniques. AAR is actually AAR is based on the ELA location, so they have the ELA and AAR have close relationship with each other. So, second part of the observation is the method for mass monitoring. So, this is a typical example of a monitoring network on Zorgo glacier in Bolivia. So, what you can measure on the glacier, you can calculate this using the remote sensing technique. So, this outline is the body of the glacier. Second, you can calculate the length of the glacier and snout position, sorry, using DGPS or some other methods for remote sensing. And accumulation can be calculated using some accumulation measurement points in the higher glaciers of the glacier, and accumulation is some accumulation points in the lower qualities of the glacier. Besides, we can calculate the surface energy balance on the glacier. It may be the accumulation area on the glacier area, or it may be outside the glacier. And we need to calculate the precipitation, so we design a network of precipitation modeling. This may be on the glacier or outside the glacier, but you know the glacier is a very dynamic system, so it's very hard to maintain anything on the glacier surface, and it's all the time going. And at the last, we can recalculate the runoff, and we develop some discharge side into the glacier. But in this presentation, I will talk about accumulation and depletion processes because these are the two things we need for glaciological method. So this is a simple glacier representation. So we have accumulation area, the high reach of the glacier, we have accumulation area. We have some points in the accumulation too, and we have several points in the glacier. And in between somewhere we have the map voltage. So do you know why we have the field of accumulation points and so many accumulation points? Any idea? No? Sorry? No, actually, when we talk about glaciers, they are, especially in India or in Himalayan region, they are already very high altitude. And as you go up, you have less oxygen, and the situation is very harsh and harsher as you go up. So it's very difficult to estimate accumulation at so many points like we can do in accumulation area. So what we have to do, we have to take some representative sites and we just calculate. But in the ablation area, generally we have ice exposed, the situation is not that harsh, so we can have some points. Anyway, this is the practical situation. So for accumulation measurement, what we do, we either do some snow boring or we make some snow pit, we just dig the glacial surface. Or for ablation processes. For estimation of temperature, we just insert temperature sticks on the glacier. So in coming slides, I will discuss about these things. But before that, the main point is how we should distribute our measurement input on the glacier. Actually, it depends on several factors like the glacier's size, glacier topography, and your objectives. This is an example of measurement distributions on the glacier along here in different channels. So you can see we have some strict profiles here, and one longitudinal and here longitudinal. So actually in this study, the scientists were not only interested in mass balance calculation but also surface velocity and surface density. This is another example of some of the glacier in the French channels, and you see here the distribution is random. The red dots are the glacial points and blue dots are the glacial points. And here the scientists were interested just in glaciological mass balance calculations. So what they do, they just distribute the points and they try to cover all the contours on the glacier so that they can have measurement of the different continuity. Sorry? These are the tools for the like for instance, this is the 2008 million. These are the tools and the glacier. So now we are going to carry out some mass measurements on the glacier. Of course, we have just two types of measurements: accumulation and adaptation. So first, I will discuss accumulation measurements. So the net accumulation at any particular point is measured by the fixed or the force in the area of glacier where snow has accumulated during the period of investigation. Means between two investigations, the first investigation and second investigation. Simply, yes. Yeah, I'm going to come on this point. So, simply given is the first survey, let's say during the first week of October, and it was the second survey in the next October. So the amount of accumulated snow is measured in unit water equivalent or water mass area units. And what we do, we just take the soda and the density. The snow cover has to be connected to the last observation dates or horizon which we find during our first survey or even either by taking snow pits or taking tools to the building. So this is actually very difficult to find the last year layer. Let's say you are going during this October to the glacier and you have to find the last October layer in your on your glacier. But it's quite easy in the ablation area because all the time most of the time you have exposed ice. And under the conditions, like in the Alps, which are in the when the final layer develops at the end of ablation season, how the surface had experienced melting plus during the ablation season and reflows before the arrival of winter season. This surface layer is justly hard and easy to find on the glacier, and all the snow superimposed on this hard and dusty layer is considered to be new accumulation. But under low lying conditions, the measurement of net accumulation are more complicated. For instance, in the monsoon type regime or in tropical regimes, we do not find this kind of dirt layer easily. So here, the map. You can find easily the dirt layer because the winter and summer are coming to the distribution. But in low latitude, here in this part, in May. So here it's difficult to find. What can we do to find this layer? We just need to put some artificial markers so that we can find these artificial markers here. So what can be these artificial markers? We can put the accumulation state. We can put the accumulation state like this. This is the accumulation state. And we can put some sawdust with this accumulation state. Or if we do not have sawdust, we can use the sand or soil which you can find from the more easily on the glacier. And what I prefer is the blue pot, which you use in your house to give color to your white blocks, because it's very lightweight and very effective. So this is an example of state artificial state marker in Bolivia, also glacier. The next question is this: how we can find these markers in next millimeter? Because when you put this kind of marker, you will have some slow accumulation and the glacier will flow. So if you want to use your GPS coordinates to find this location, you will never find, because the glacier has moved and this point has moved with the glacier. So this question is answered by record detector. So record detector is a technique which was originally designed for skiers in the Alps, and they have some record tablets like this in their jackets and pants, and they have some record detector. So if somebody is submerged into a launch or went inside the crevasse, some other people can come with this record detector and they can switch on this. And they can try to find the signal, reverse signal, reflected signal, and like this they can locate the position of this map. So we use the same technique in the Himalaya. So there is the word trying to find the last layer accumulation marker on Yala glacier in Nepal. Yes.
So which type of signals?
As simply this is a radio signal. It is sent by this antenna, and you have these reflectors, so you do not need battery for this, and you will this reflect the waves back, and you just get the signal. Okay, so the first evidence is the accumulation snow code. So now we know how to find the last layer accumulation layer. Yes. Yeah, actually, you cannot find the depth with this, because the depth is generally a few meters, and if you are just on the surface, means if you are just above the tablet, you will find the maximum reflection. Okay, but if you are a few meters away, you will find weak reflection. So many times, it's very tricky on the glacial surface to find this submerged tablet, and you cannot use this for thickness estimation. So we just use this technique to find that particular location which we set last year. And now we are going to estimate the thickness. So the first method is isolating. This is on Chotashi Glacier 2009, 550 meters. And of course, we have set within our first survey, we have set this layer, which may be dust. You can put some sawdust or wood or whatever. And you just start moving from this point. First of all, you need to find this layer. When you get the signal, and you just start moving, and you just build up to until get this layer. And when you get this layer, in your eyes only have this. You just stop it. So this is output. So unfortunately, I do not have the blue border in my board because I was in some sawdust at that time. So sometimes it is very visible, but sometimes it's a bit light. There may be some matting and some mixing of some dust zone in the water and goes down. Anyway, you have this kind of output outside the score and you stop doing it. So this is the ultimate output. This is the bottom, and then you are coming up as you're drilling, and at some point you get this kind of dust layer, and we stop. So what do you do after that? you just take the, if you have seen here, you have so many small pieces or pores. Actually, because it is very, either you are doing fern or snow, and you cannot get long ice cores like you see in some. So it's very fragile. So you have small pieces. And what you need to do, you just need to measure length and diameter, like this you can call it. And you do measure its weight with electronic balance, and you have its weight, using weight and quantity to get the density. Here I would like to show you a small video about the application. Don't have any variants for you. Show this video because you will get the real taste how to measure the accumulation or revelation on the glacier.
Hello, again I am Prof Azam here in Chota Shikri Glacier, 5,200 meters, and today we are here to do some accumulation measurements. So we do accumulation measurements with the help of this corer. Adhikari is doing that. So we do like this, and after that we take some cores outside.
Yes.
Good. It's really hard to drill into fern. So here are two other men, Bhagat Singh from Nepal and Sherpa from Nepal.
बना दिया फिल्म ठीक ठाक आ जाए.
So finally we have this kind of core. We have this kind of core. Outside is this auger, and we measure the length of this core and diameter, and then we have electronic balance here, and we measure its weight. So like this we have volume and weights, and we calculate the density at different depths, and finally we calculate the accumulation at that particular point. So for today it's enough. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I think now you understand why we have to feed accumulation. Okay. So another method would be, yes.
The studies regarding the course have to be done in situ, or are there processes for course reservation?
No, actually our motive is not to analyze chemistry or something else. We just need to know the depth, accumulation depth, also and the density of the material. So we just take the codes which are basically the small important codes, no size codes, and we just start with the
How many cores?
Just one core?
To represent the glacier. It depends on the size of the glacier. If you have a huge glacier, you may need maybe 10 or 15. And if you have very small glacier like less than 1 kilometer square, you may have more. And also it depends on the manpower, how manpower is skilled to do the performance. Anyway, so the next method is the stoppage. So how we just reach on the glacier and we just reach that last year layer. And it is one side. We start taking the course using the emission which for which we have a non-movement. And these courses are weighted after that. And like this, we have the movement weight and we have the density. So how we design this kind of thing? We just make it bigger, big enough so that you can go inside and make measurements like this. And this is the last year layer. But compared to the ice point, this is very challenging job because accumulation may be sometimes a few meters, like 3 or 4 meters. And you can see here there are some layers. These layers are not the last year layer, but the frozen water. During the summer time, you have some melting, and then during the night of the same day, this may freeze below the top layer. So these layers are icy layers can make the digging very difficult. Anyway, so what is important with this? We have to decide select the measuring wall that is oriented to avoid the directional light. So another alternative could be the accumulation by snow blowing. But this method is very uncertain because you cannot reach, many times you cannot reach the bottom. You cannot know your last year layer. So you need great experience and fortunately great experience to decide where is my last year layer. Because many times you see these layers, you cannot penetrate your hole through these layers. And you assume, oh, okay, my last year layer has come. And then you cannot get the density because you are just taking the data. So if you know the density profile at certain point, you can use this method. And how you can use this method? Because this is very uncertain. So what you do? This is your stake or accumulation point, and just in the forward direction you take the measurement 1 meter away from this point, and then 1 meter further from this point. So you have 8 points like that, and you get the mean of these 4 points to reduce your uncertainty. So now we come to the accumulation measurement, and this. Automatically, you just go vertically downward. You don't go like vertical to surface, but vertically downward means gravitation line, flow line. Sorry, the flow line. So we just you can use the stakes and drill these stakes inside the glacier, and we just mark the first measurement. Okay, we have this exposed height, and then we come next to it and we again measure the height. So these height differences at the same stake gives us the ablation at that particular point. And the material could be bamboo or galvanized iron or PVC pipes. Actually, the best is to use the bamboo PVC of 2 meters because this is eco-friendly and very lightweight to plenty of glacier. But some people in the Alps they don't have bamboo, so they use PVC pipes. And in old times in India, they used to use galvanized iron pipes. Anyway, the density of glacier is considered constant at 900 kg per meter cube, and the sense of mass balance is calculated from the overall level change and the ice density. But if you have some snow during your first observation, you have to calculate the density during your first survey itself. So this is the
still bring to make a hole inside the glacier. So this is simply your pressure cooker in your kitchen. It has a vessel and you just put some water and then water. When this water has a steam like this coming out from this nozzle, and then finally you will get this process using this nozzle vertically downward, not vertically. And these Michael Azam directed these workshop. He demonstrated this technique. And finally, to make the hole, you just insert the elbow pieces inside this glacier. And how do you decide the length of your stake? How deep you have to drill? Actually, it depends on your ablation area. So generally, in the western part of the Himalaya, we take this into 10 meters. But in the French Alps, it can be less, like 4 meters or 6 meters. So of course, you cannot design single stake of 8 meters or 10 meters because it's very long and it's very unstable. You will have the disturbance with the wind. So what you do, you take the pieces of 2 meters and you tie these pieces with some metallic wire, and then you insert like this. I am inserting the first piece and this is the second piece and third piece here. And you measure this exposed part. And when you come next time, you again measure this exposed part. So when you are measuring the exposed part, you do not need to measure the vertical distance between the surface and the stake top, but you need to measure the stake length which is outside the glacier. And of course, we need to, because there are lots of stakes on the glacier, you insert a set of stakes this year, next year you will insert one more set, so we will have several stakes after a few years. So you have to mark each stake at each piece actually. Just imagine if you have, this is the glacier surface, and there is ablation. The first stake will go first, second stake will go out, second and then third. So you have to mark each piece of the stake and each piece number and the area. So maybe this is stake number 1, and maybe this is the piece number 2. That means this is second piece, and this is the hole to make this anchor. And if you are in this after winter season, you have to take the density, and this density you can take with this method, which is quite easy and practical on the glacier when you have several ablation points. So anyway, so this is the first game keyword. So you have exposed part, and you can see this is vertically downward, this way, and with the time this stake will come down because of glacier flow, and at the same time you will have ablation. So this is the same clear surface. So now we have this much of exposed part. So you can get the difference between this exposed part. And the ablation at this particular point is the ablation. It is changed multiplied by density. So again, this is a simple representation of the glacier. So you have a few points of ablation in this area and several points of ablation. And now from these point mass balances, you need to calculate the glacier-wide mass balance. Actually, point mass balance could be very different. You will not get anything, visible from these point mass balances. But we calculate the glacier-wide mass balance because all over the world we calculate the glacier-wide mass balance, and then easily we can compare the mass balance for glacier have. So what do? We have just imagine this is the altitudinal range. Here we have just 1 point, here we have 2, 3, and so on. And what do? We just take the mean of these points. For instance, at this altitudinal range we have 5 ablation points. So we take the mean of these 5 ablation points, which is the Dn, and multiply this area of this altitudinal range. And so, if you sum up all the areas like that, multiplied by 40 equal mass balances, and divide this this mass balance with the total glacier area, you get the glacier-wide mass balance. But sometimes we do not have the point from particular ordinal range. Maybe during my first survey there was so many crevasses and the area was accessible, or maybe you lost your all the sticks. Maybe there is a huge ablation and all the sticks are out, so you cannot get anything out of it. What you do, you just interpolate the data from the neighboring ordinal ranges. So now the third section of the presentation is the glaciological studies in the Himalaya. So this is the panorama of the Himalayan range, and the Himalayan range. And there are three main rivers, major river systems, Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. And these rivers provide the water to almost 800 million people. The whole range is almost 2,500 kilometers long. And the total glacier area is almost 40,000 square kilometers. So these are the locations of the glaciers which have been surveyed by glaciological method in the Hindu-Mushkara Himalayan region. Till date only we have data only about 24 glaciers which are just 111 kilometers square area, and this is only 0.25% of the total glacialized area in this region. Unfortunately, from the carbon and the bush, we do not have any more balance measurement till date. And if we were just two more measurements series come from Eastern Himalaya and 11 series from Western Himalaya, and the same number of series from the Central Himalaya. So now you can imagine how much space data we have from the Himalayan range, considering its vast glacial area. So now we discuss the case study of Chota Sheri Glacier. So this is a glacier in Western Himalaya, and this glacier is influenced by two different circulation systems, Westerlies and the Indian Southern Monsoon. And this area is actually monsoon area transition zone. So this is the axis map to the glacier. From Delhi you can fly to Bhuntar, or you can take the night bus directly to Manali, and then from Manali you just pass the Rohtang Pass, which is almost 3,800 meter high pass, and then you go down in another valley, which is Lahul Valley, and you follow the Chakra River, and at some point you arrive at the base camp of glacier. So this is the 3D map of Chota Sheri Glacier, and this is the top of the glacier, which is 6,200 meters almost. Climbers, who is climbers here. And here, this is the measurement network. We have 4 points in the eastern side of the glacier for elevation measurement, and 2 points in the western part of the glacier. We have a set of stakes in the glacier area, divided by black dots, and we have different stakes, 3 or 4 stakes, over the debris cover area of this glacier. Besides, we have an automatic weather station which is running quite a long now, and we are using this data to understand the meteorological conditions of the glacier. And we have automatic classification board which is located for its moderate basement, which is from 25 kilometers down the glacier. And this is the sound. So using the glaciological method which I described, how we calculate the glacial mass balance for Chota Sheri Glacier. So the y-axis, actually we are doing this job since 2002. I joined the group in 2009, and now many people, other experts, they are doing this job. So the first y-axis is the cumulative glacial mass balance, denoted as the blue line, and the second y-axis is the annual glacial mass balance. Probably you can see the annual glacial mass balance is often negative. Let's say a few years where it was slightly positive or close to zero mass balance. And the mean annual mass balance for this glacier was minus 0.56 meter per year between 2002 and 2004. 14, and the cumulative mass balance over this area denoted by the line, sorry, the new line is minus 6.75 over there. So this is the particle mass balance profile. So what I have done for this figure, I just calculated the mean longitudinal mass balance between 2002 and 14, and I put it here. These are the longitudinal, these are the area for longitudinal ranges, and these are the mean longitudinal mass balances here. So you can see when we go up, the longitudinal mass balances are less negative because of more flow and low temperature of course, but at the bottom of this curve, you have you see here the mass balance is quite less compared to the mass balance at this area. So why this is so? Of course, this is because of debris cover, because we have huge thick debris cover at the surround of this glacier, and this debris cover is reducing the melting at the lower part of the glacier, even though this area is quite long. So here, E and A0 and the what we have in this figure is this. We noted the equilibrium line longitude against the annual glacier mass balances, and this line, when it intersects with the zero mass balance line, is the E0, which is around 495 meter. And similarly, the accumulation area ratio was plotted against the annual glacier mass balances, and the intersect, which is the AR0, is 61. So thank you for your. Now you can ask your questions. That's something in your mind. Sorry? Yes. Surface energy balance, I will even talk but usually it's the energy, incoming energy to the glacial surface and the outgoing energy. Then it will be what is it? Mass balance is mass balance at any particular point. You cannot measure all the glaciers. Like in case of mass, you have to select facts. Each point you can get the point mass balance as a calculation. Yeah, actually it depends on your objective. Like maybe I will select this kind of paper, you can select a bit different. But when you select the points, in my opinion, you are a bit partial because you do not know how to go to the sites which are a bit dangerous. Like maybe you want to maybe the water classes, so it's not, we can never select ideal. So somewhere you have to. Yes, and when you calculate the uncertainty yeah, actually, generally what we do and the next year, but we recently started, so I just started the seasonal mass balance application on Chorashiri, and now we are doing in the month of May and June. So using the same techniques, perform the same kind of measurements, but at seasonal scale. Means between October and May is winter season, May and October is summer. It depends if actually I analyzed all the general mass balances recently. Means we have and I found there are some problems in the mass balance. When the glacier topography is very steep. That means you are getting a lot of input from the avalanche. So if your glacier is avalanche fed glacier, means you cannot avoid avalanche 100%, but the maximum, if there are lots of avalanche in the glacier, this is impact glacier. Similarly, if there is huge debris cover on the glacier, you cannot apply the glacier. This is the output of our work, which is and ultimately, what you need to do, you calculate the mass balances as one of them, and then you get the geodetic balance from satellite images. Because in satellite images, you have lots of points and you are using all the glacier area. So the problem is geodetic mass balance is you cannot get the actual balance because you are performing your over a period of 5 years or 10 years. So that is very rapidly lost. But you have the overall loss. And we have overall loss from the glacial balance, which may have large biases, but you have elementary variability. So you bring this glacial mass balance, geodetic mass balance. Like that, you have the de-analyzed mass balance series, which is more accurate, which has actual variability. So if you want, I can circulate in the papers. Zero mass balance is probably the hypothetical situation because it's very difficult to get the same amount of accumulation along the glacier as it's in. Steady state is in the present climatic condition. But for some years, you may have the close to steady state. The balance is mass is there of course, but the changes in mass over a period of year is zero. There is certain moment of relation and you go next year, and there is the same amount of moment. There is no change in the volume. That means the balance is zero. The mass is zero. You can apply for any glacier if there is no searching thing the river searching places, and if there is not so much avalanche activity, you cannot measure the avalanche activity of glacier. For that, for glacier, you should go with the geodetic markers.
You are using the density 900 constant density, and the density of the various ice formatted with the various processes is different. If we are taking the constant density, then our mass balance is not correct. Then what we adopt?
I am right because in several studies there are ice density. Actually, this is the most used density. Otherwise, there are some studies where you can have 800 or 850 or even 670. I have seen this is the minimum density. And if you can measure the density in the field, this is the best. But in fact, you cannot do this job because it's very difficult and time consuming. So what we do, when we calculate the uncertainty in the mass balance, this is one of the factors which produce errors in your mass balance. So we take this into account when we calculate the error in your mass balance.
But when we go to the mass energy balance equation, then it will affect it badly. If we take the constant density for measuring the mass energy balance equation, this density will affect more.
Of course, this will affect. But this is kind of limitation in the field because if you can do this job to measure the density, this is the best.
Like in the snow pit measurement method, if we take in the various slides of the snow and we are taking the density of that particular slide and then calculated the mass balance, then we get some accurate result.
This profile you are talking about is easy to make in snow or fur. But when you talk about ice, you cannot make the pitch. How can you make the pitch? So this is kind of limitation with the field observation. And yeah, we take the average value, which is 900 kg per meter. So this is the limitation actually. But in some studies like even in geodetic mass balance, you cannot get the mass balance from the geodetic method directly. What you get, you get the phase change. And this kind of error is more in geodetic mass balance because you have to be to the field. You are just assuming without zero experience from the field. So even more dangerous in geodetic balance. Yes, sir. Any other question?
That's why I asked how many courses you are taking because the government so if you are taking one course I asked that so it can stabilize that this levels or distance adaptation is happening or distance accumulation is happening there. So like you have to take multiplication of the samples is needed. That's why I asked. So that's why I asked, I'm not like in different locations, things what I understood. But in one location, how many courses you are taking because of this opportunity calculation.
I will think these 3 points because in the kind of ball on circulation. So we have 3 points of those, it's the same model. Means one is 5,180, another is 4,160, and one is 5,200. And you are right, of course. We have different accumulation. And accumulation or ablation, they both are decided by. So this is, this point is that we can see less solar radiation, we will have less radiation between the two ablations. So we have more radiation. So what we do, we take several codes from the same kind of data. But if you, here we have, but if you want to follow index and you want to find residues, but if you want to do if you want to do here, this part, you need to see the coordinates or accuracy. Make a second point, otherwise you cannot reach here. And doing your observation at this point is like useless because from this zone you will have launches and this will badly impact your accumulation area. So what we do, I explained this already. But what you do, you calculate the mass balance from glaciological method for several years, like let's say 10 years, 15 years, you continue. And time to time you calculate the geodetic balance. And you use more sensitivity, you will include these all changes, which you cannot have in your glaciological method. But the problem is when you get the geodetic method, you will get the one amount over a period of 10 years or 5 years. So you do not know how the glacier is behaving to the annual meteorology or climate. So you can use this geodetic method, mass balance, to reanalyze your glaciological method. Understand what? So you have errors in glaciological method from density to the location of specific points and so many others. Got it? Avalanche?
Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Avalanche is some avalanche happens.
Some avalanche happens. So, we have some place also. You can see we are not very close to the walls where we may have avalanche. This is the avalanche, no, this is all, this is not good. And you have unsuccessful avalanche as well as rock avalanche. So, to be at safe side, we install this place not very close to the walls to avoid the avalanche.
Yeah, you can continue this discussion during after lunch. You go to a practical, so during that time you can also ask questions. Okay, so meantime you can have